Hey guys, welcome to this week's edition of the Bulldog Bark. Now let's get into it.
Definitely Halloween and all the candy.
Halloween.
I'm definitely looking forward to Halloween. I want some candy.
Definitely pumpkin pie. Halloween.
My favorite day is Columbus Day.
Thanks, Bradley. And now over to Kayla and Mara for this week's improv.
In one word, explain how it feels to be on the improv team.
Solid. Spontaneous.
Fantastic.
Enjoyable.
Cool. Ecstatic. Exuberating.
Majestic.
What led you to create the improv team?
Well, at the beginning of last year, I realized that we only had one opportunity for theater every year, and it's the spring musical. And I know when I was in high school, we had fall plays, an improv team, a musical, a student-led production, one-act festivals. We had a lot of opportunities for theater. So I wanted to start a team of improv comedians, and the best part about it is that it's free. So you don't need props, you don't have to pay for rights for any kind of play, and yeah.
What usually goes on in your practices?
Okay, so we have practices every Monday for 90 minutes in the auditorium, and basically the whole team just gets together and we essentially kind of pick a few games to focus on. By games I mean improv comedy games, and there's hundreds of them, but we'll pick a few and we'll talk about how to play it. We'll go through it a couple times so every team member gets a chance to play. After about a month and a half, 2 months of practices, we'll pick our 10 most solid games, and we will actually play those games during our show.
How do you think improv has changed from last year?
Okay, so we actually had quite a few seniors graduate last year. So we just had auditions, and we've actually added 7 new members to our team. So we've started practices. The good thing is we're actually going to have more shows this year. Last year, it took a bit longer to get started and get things going because we'd never had an improv team before. So it took a while to kind of figure out how to do it and what we wanted and how to run practices, how to have shows. This year, we've obviously had 2 shows already. We know exactly what we're doing. We're going to have 4 shows this year. And also, obviously, in terms of practices, they go more efficiently, and we're much more confident this year, and we've got a really talented group. So
Please come to our show Friday, November
4th.
doors open at 6:30. Show is at 7. Tickets are $5. Please come out. Woohoo!
Thanks, Mara and Kaylin, for the improv information, and now on to Cheyenne with the college spotlight.
Elizabeth City State University is a 4-year public university in Elizabeth City, North Carolina. This historically black university supports nearly 3,000 students at a student-to-faculty ratio of 15:1. ECSU boasts 37 baccalaureate degrees and 4 master's degrees, and is especially proud of its aviation and pharmacy programs. Student life includes over 50 student clubs and organizations, as well as its fraternity and sorority system. On the athletic front, the ECSU Vikings compete in the Division II and NCAA Division II. ECSU ranks second among the top public baccalaureate colleges in the South.
Thanks, Shy. Now on to Kara and Caleb for this week's Athlete of the Week.
DeAnte Jackson is this week's Male Athlete of the Week. His coaches nominated him because last game he accounted for 173 rushing yards, 258 all-purpose yards total, 5 touchdowns in the first half, and 3 touchdowns the first time he carried the ball. Here is what he had to say. DeAnte, how does it feel to be this week's Male Athlete of the Week?
It feels good, and know that I'm appreciated by my coaches.
How long have you been playing football?
10 years.
And who inspired you to play football?
My brother, because we have a competition, and he thinks he's better than me, but he's not.
And what position do you play?
Running back and safety.
Congratulations.
This week's Female Athlete of the Week is Aidan Griggs. Aidan is a 4-year veteran for the varsity volleyball team. As of last week, she leads the team with a total of 126 kills, is third on the team with aces, number 4 in the conference with kills, number 7 in the conference with aces, and 10th in the league with hitting percentage. In all, her play for offense and defense has improved tremendously over the years and is a great asset to the team. How does it feel to be Athlete of the Week?
It feels great.
What was it like being on varsity all 4 years?
At first it was super intimidating, but as the years go on, I really enjoy being on varsity and having that experience.
Given that it's your last year playing volleyball, what do you look back on the most?
I think just how much personally that I've grown and how my skills have developed.
Thank you, Kara and Caleb, with that great segment on Athlete of the Week, and congratulations. Now on over to Ethan and Zach on Dixon High School's contribution to breast cancer awareness.
What is your inspiration for the images on the helmet?
So for my images on the helmet, I kept it really busy and really just very wide in perspective because I've heard from a lot of people that Miss Dennett is a very outgoing, happy person, and I want to keep that very lively on her helmet.
How did it feel to be chosen to paint the helmet?
It was an honor, actually. I was not expecting it at all. Loving that actually came up to me personally and asked me to do it, and it was just like something I've never expected to do, and I feel really honored to do it.
Okay, hi. One of the things I've been asked to discuss with the Bulldog Bark is the symbolism and the history of our pink helmet. We traditionally, over the last 5 years, will give out a pink football helmet that has been painted and designed by one of the students. It will go to a breast cancer, someone who's currently in the fight, someone who is a survivor, or perhaps in memory of someone. We have done it off and on for about 5 years. It is a symbol of togetherness and the fact that these members of our Bulldog family who are going through this situation, that our care and concern, thoughts and prayers are with them, and with them we endeavor that they would stay in the fight. It is traditionally done in a home football game, at a varsity home football game on Friday night. We would love everyone to come out with this year's recipient. I won't give it away, but she is definitely well worthy and definitely a loved member of the Bulldog family. And, again, as a way of just showing our support and our love, and it is an honor of those who are still in the fight, those who survived the fight, and those possibly who did not move past. And we would, again, love for you guys all to be there. We would love to see this to be, again, we've had off and on because a couple of years for whatever reason, it did not happen. There was about 2 years where it didn't happen, and we resurrected it. And we would love to see this go, to where it is a big event. It is a school-wide event, and it does show how much we care and how much we can bring to the table, and maybe with some monetary contributions. So.
Dixon High School would like to support Breast Cancer Awareness Month and our athletes. On Monday, we will have a volleyball game. It's also senior night. Please dress out in pink. And on Friday, we have a pink out all day long, along with our varsity football game that starts at 7 o'clock. Pink out!
Hey guys, thanks for watching this week's episode of the Bulldog Bark. Can't wait to see you next week.